Today I'm going to be reviewing the new Soto micro regulator stove. They say that this thing will burn at any altitude and any temperature, just like a white gas stove or whatnot. They put in a micro regulator to fix the problem of the fuel not burning at lower pressures in the canister, higher elevations, cold and whatnot. I'm going to be comparing it to the jetboil stove. What we've got over here is noisy dogs, and forgive the video because I'm doing this on my iPod or my iPhone, and it's horrid video. But my freezer's done at negative 4 degrees, and I've had these two fuel canisters in here overnight, almost 24 hours. So we're gonna see how this works out. The pressure in these things should be down quite a bit. Just put that there. I'm not going to compare the weights or anything to jetboil because I don't think jetboil is a bad system. I think it's a great system. My one complaint is that you can't use it with any other implement. You have to use jetboil implements. That's kind of annoying, but all in all, I do think it's a great system. This Soto stove weighs 2.2 ounces, I believe. I think the lightest thing in the market before that was a Pocket Rocket by MSR. You can see that it's very compact, really small. It even comes with its own piezo igniter. And these things, they just fold up and lock into place. Now, I was kind of hectic. I was kind of skeptic of these before because I was thinking, oh man, those things are going to break. You get too much pressure on them. But fortunately, you can replace them. You can take the screws out right here and put a new one on, which they do sell the replacements for them. So let's pop these suckers off before they get too warm. Get this sucker off here. There we go. You can hear these suckers starting to thaw right now. So this should pretty much simulate. Let's see what happens with this. Yeah, very low. The jetboil, when it's on a regular canister, it blows way harder than that. So here comes the big test with the Soto. I've used it in the desert, and it does boil. Oh yeah. I mean, that's exactly the same as it does on a regular canister. It's blowing hard enough to boil any water, and you can see that the jetboil is just not cutting it. That's never going to boil anything. Let's just for comparison's sake, let's take this canister off the jetboil, the one that was in the freezer. And let's throw this jetboil canister on there. Yeah, you see, that's what it's supposed to look like. I mean, clearly, flame it up a little bit. Clearly, a huge difference. I think that the Soto may even be a little. Yeah, look at that. You're never going to boil water with that. So it looks like this micro regulator, there's some truth to it. They say that because the way they have this positioned, the screen that regulates the butane as well, you also don't need a windscreen. And I don't know. I mean, I think a windscreen will help in any situation. Things are going to come down on me and burn me. So now let's look at this sucker on a regular canister. Yeah, I can't, wow. I mean, that's at negative 4 degrees, that fuel. You can see it's blowing a little bit harder than it was. Now let's check. Let's throw it back on there again, just to. Okay, that's a danger, I guess. Let it cool down before you unscrew your fuel canister, because these things tend to pop open and fall down. They're on a little camming device for storage, and it works really well. No, I don't know. I think that it's pretty much the same. So, you know, that I can do here in my kitchen. It's the temperature test is tried and true. It looks like it's working. But you know, it's going to take a while to do the altitude test. I got to wait till the snow melts to get up there. So anyway, jetboil, epic fail in cold temperatures. No doubt. Yeah. As well as any of the isobutane canister stoves, I think, are going to be the same way. This I had my doubts when I saw this micro regulator in the Soto. So I'm talking about it, and you know, they showed a demonstration on YouTube where they had both of the stoves running off the same tube of gas, and they'd bring down the temperature. I don't know how they regulated that, but you know, that easily could have been a hoax. This is not. Well, I guess I could have thrown a fresh fuel canister in there and be fooling you that way, but I wouldn't do that because I don't want anybody to be up in the mountains in the cold and the high altitude without food. This is, yeah, like I said, 2.2 ounces. It's got its own piezo igniter on it. Folds up really, really small. How cold are these things? Yeah, they're cooled down a bit. You know, I mean, this thing's just tiny. Ridiculous. Any lightweight backpacker should jump all over this thing. You know, the one complaint that I have heard is that in smaller towns, when you're doing through hikes on things, it is harder to find these canisters than it is alcohol. And that may be true, but I mean, you got to be able to stock up on these things when you get somewhere. I don't know how much these things weigh. 3.88 ounces. So, there, you know, if you're a really hardcore lightweight backpacker, I could see that being a complaint. But man, this thing, it's just amazing for what it does, and the price as well. It's one of the cheapest stoves out there. It's only $60 at REI, like 60, 62 bucks, something like that. So yeah, go pick one up. The Soto Micro Regulator Stove. Check it out on REI. They got it there. Thanks for watching.